We have a 72 Nova here, and it checks the boxes. Under the hood is a 6-liter LS3 motor making 520 horsepower, 4L60 electric overdrive trans, a Ford 9-inch rear with 373 posi gears, 4-wheel disc brakes, and it's riding on a custom air ride suspension. Tubular control arms, 4-link. It's got all the stuff going for it. Go to volocars.com, and that's where you can look at 200 classic cars, all for sale. Each one will have a price tag along with a monthly payment as well. But for right now, join me. Let's go for a spin. All right, it's a good looking car. It's not perfect, but it's sharp and it has all those nice ingredients, and it's not 100 grand, not even close. So it is a metal cowl hood. Looks straight, got painted on stripes. So we'll talk more about the paint in a little bit, but the fender looks really good here. All this lines up nice. The bottom of the fender is nice. This is smooth. I know there's some bubbles somewhere in the car. That's why I'm feeling for them. That's all nice and clean. Door shuts nice. The roof is real nice. Coming down the sail panel, all real good. This is all looking good. Yeah, this side looks nice and smooth. Trunk fits nice, smooth, no issues there. Down here, actually clean and smooth. Here's a little hairline crack. Here's a bump right here. So there's probably been some body work under there. This is all clean and smooth, fits straight. Shuts good. All clean and straight. So just on that quarter panel is all I had seen. And the paint overall, very nice. It's a sapphire blue. I'm going to call it a 7 out of 10. It presents really well. The metal flake is laid out, and it's smooth and glossy, painted on stripes. Up front is a custom grille. Bumper is new. Looks like the trim was probably all replaced when they restored the car. Marker lights look new. Windshield's real nice and clear, but it's got a couple little marks in it. The trim was new. Here's a chip in the paint right here. Trim has some few dents on top. Whoever installed it hit it with a hammer. This trim has been replaced. It's not perfect, but it's very nice. Door handle, 8 out of 10. Bow tie mirror, that looks new. Now you can adjust the stance. It's on air ride, front and back. It has Ridler wheels wrapped in performance tires, and they're 18s, at least the back is. The fronts look a little smaller. They are, tick tock, tick, they're 18s as well. So in back, bumper is a little dusty because Michael just did his test drive. But all that looks like it's replaced. The tail lights, the emblem. Rear glass is original, has the light scratches in it. Good looking car. The rubber is the original. There's a crack in that rubber. Good looking car. Let's open it up, see the inside and that motor. Okay, let's see what we have in here. Well, under the trunk lid's painted nice. Jam's painted, but it's a little dry. Rubber is replaced. Now they've put side panels, it's boxed. Behind the panels is the compressor and the components for the air ride. And then over here is a gel battery with the billet hold down. Of course, a carpeted floor. So this has all the ingredients of a high-end $100,000, $125,000 car. So you're getting all those components, but you're getting it at a lot cheaper of a price. It's still a good-looking car. Door jambs are decent. Weather strip is replaced. Door panels look new. The handles, window cranks. So it has a custom dash. The gauges I like. Light up real nice, nice gauges. The whole instrument panel was replaced. It has a retro stereo in the factory hull. The dash pad is new. The vents look new. This is your air ride controls. You can have it preset. You can adjust up and down. We got kick panel speakers, nice carpet. Does have an auxiliary plug for the stereo. Original style console, but it has a low car shifter. Now it has these Pro Car sport seats. They're great. You fit in them. You don't move. You're not going to be sliding all over the place. Headrest as well. Back seat is original. Upholstery, well, it's reupholstered in the correct original type materials. Same with the side panels. 6x9 Alpine speakers in the back. Headliner was replaced. They did a great job, all nice and tight. They did not put visors back in. It does have a new mirror. Nice custom steering wheel and turn signal lever. So the inside's actually very nice. Got some really nice features in here. So that is the LS3 motor, 6.0 liter. Has a sniper fuel injection on top. That just looks cool. It performs really well, but that's a nice looking setup. Valve covers are painted to match. The whole firewall's been made smooth. I could tell when I opened the hood, it had these nice billet hinges. Not only do they look great, they're just so smooth to operate. They lift the hood open real nice. Nice aluminum radiator, dual electric fans. I love the hard hoses, the upper and lower. Kind of matches the air intake as well. That's kind of a neat setup. Electric water pump on the front of the engine, serpentine belt, modern alternator. Has a polished chrome master cylinder and power brake booster. That's a vacuum reservoir for the brakes. This has a radical camshaft in here and doesn't produce enough vacuum. Great engine compartment. That's a nice motor right there. This thing's a brute. Michael said it'll tear up the streets. You're about to go with them for a ride right now.
All right, guys, we got a real little race car here today. It's a fuel-injected 6-liter LS3 underneath the hood, rated at 520 horsepower. Lots going on the underside, tubular control arms. It's got a 4-link out back, air ride, RideTech air ride suspension, controllers right here for it. I tell you, the steering is super tight on it. I like the feel that it has on the road. It does have rack and pinion steering. It's also got 4-wheel disc brakes all the way around. So she'll stop you just as fast as she'll make you go forward. Yeah, this is just fun, exhilarating. 3-inch exhaust leading back into black widow pipes that just dump down right after the mufflers. Honestly, guys, this may be one of the loudest cars that we have exhaust-wise in the entire museum collection right now. I love the gauges, probably just as much as I like these Pro Car seats, but the gauges, they're Dakota digital, they're extremely clean, easy to read, digital in the middle, analog on the outsides, and they're just very practical, just as practical as they are beautiful. These Pro Car seats, they give you great bolster, lumbar support. They really hug you, make you stay in the seat. They're fantastic, and they recline as well. So Yeah, you can see that kind of like when we're driving at, what is this, 54 miles an hour, you know, the exhaust is kind of tame, everything like that. But as soon as we hit it here, whole different beast we just unleashed right there. We had to roll the windows down because it is, you know, so loud, so we didn't distort our audio. But just a totally awesome car. Like this little wheel that they have here. It's got a great feel to it. It's got the little finger grooves behind the behind there, and it's just like, it's kind of fat, so it's substantial to grab onto. Really nice radio, extra speakers in the kick panels, extra speakers in the back. It's got an auxiliary jack underneath there if you want to plug in any devices. I mean, this is just a cool car. Really thoughtfully put together. Lots of nice amenities on it. The suspension, you know, I looked it around the block before. The suspension feels great. I have no problems with rubbing or anything like that. We do have it on the number 3 preset setting right there, which is, I was talking to one of our guys. They said use that for the for when you're driving. But yeah, I mean, no real issues. This thing, it'll hook when you need it to, with the 4-link out back. It's just, you know, it didn't really compromise the ride at all with the air ride suspension. It's just a great experience, really. And it's exciting, very exciting car to drive. That 520 horsepower, honestly, when I stepped on it before, it may seem like a little underrated. This thing is quick. It's got the Ford 9-inch out back. I forget what gear in it. I want to say 373, but don't quote me on that, please. I cannot see around these cars for the life of me. But you can see what it is. Oil pressure right now at idle, sitting at about 48 pounds. Temperature sitting at about 190. Fuel gauge, everything works. It's showing 13 volt charge. And yeah, let's see what she's got. Hang on tight. All right, guys. And just like that, up to 60, absolutely no problem. I wasn't even halfway in the throttle. I don't know what to say about this thing. It's an amazing performer. She started getting a little squirrely when it shifted into second. I backed out of it, but we were already doing just a tad over 60 miles an hour. Now at 55, we are sitting at approximately, what is that, 1900 RPMs. So again, all that performance and everything like that rolled into a very street-friendly package with the turnkey reliability of fuel injection system, 4L60E automatic overdrive transmission. I mean, you could literally take this thing down the highway and just have fun with it all day, driving to different car shows all over the place. There's no reason that you couldn't. And nicely put together car. Really good experience. Lots of fun. Our shop did go over this car. We did minor things to it. They did go ahead and recalibrate the speedometer, put some spark plug wires on it, and several other things. Of course, you can check out all the details of that on our website, volocars.com. It's a fantastic vehicle. Someone's really going to love this one. Really, you know, when they look like this, the paint is pretty. A lot of times the performance doesn't match, but this car really does have it all. Really exciting. Check out all the details, pictures, and a full description on volocars.com.
So it is a Ride Tech air ride system underneath, fully adjustable from inside. It has tubular strong arm control arms up front, rack and pinion steering. I forgot to mention that. It's a manual rack and pinion. So all the front end is redone. In back, it's a custom 4-link system with tubular control arms. New fuel system is all compatible for the fuel injection. The motor, by the way, is 520 horsepower. Pretty loud dual exhaust. It has 3-inch pipes going to some mufflers, and it dumps by the rear end. It has disc brakes with slotted and drilled rotors. They're Willwood. They're at all 4 wheels. Look up at the motor. It's nice. It has a high torque starter. It has the 4L60E. That's the more modern electronic overdrive. Trans, custom drive shaft. Goes back to a Ford 9-inch rear end. I think it has 373 posi gears in it. So again, it checks all the boxes, has all that good stuff that you'd find in a $125,000 car. It's going to be a blast to drive. I'm sure Michael showed you in the test drive. Go to volocars.com and salesmen will help answer the rest of your questions, including how to get this to your door and how to get it financed. Thanks for watching.